Hello and welcome back to Tech Podcasts, Dev Technosis, your go-to series for exploring how technology is reshaping industries worldwide. I'm your host, Yash, and today we're diving into a sector you might not immediately associate with artificial intelligence, the legal industry. From handling mountains of documents to predicting case outcomes, AI is quietly but powerfully changing the way law firms and courts operate. To unpack this fascinating shift, I'm joined by Richard, a legal tech consultant with deep expertise in AI solutions for law. Richard, it's great to have you here.
Thanks, Yash. I'm thrilled to be here. Legal tech is one of those fields where people don't always realize how much transformation is already happening behind the scenes.
Absolutely. Traditionally, when we think of law, we picture stacks of case files, long hours of reading contracts, and armies of associates reviewing documents. But with AI entering the picture, things are evolving fast. Let's start at the core. How exactly is AI being applied in document review?
Great question. Document review is one of the most labor-intensive and costly aspects of legal work, especially in litigation or due diligence. Traditionally, teams of junior lawyers would comb through thousands of pages to identify relevant information. AI-powered review tools, however, can scan and analyze massive data sets in a fraction of the time. They don't just look for keywords, they understand context, flag patterns, and even highlight anomalies that a human might miss.
So instead of weeks of manual review, you're talking about hours or even minutes.
Exactly. For example, e-discovery platforms now use machine learning models to sort through millions of emails, contracts, and financial records. They prioritize documents by relevance, enabling attorneys to focus only on the most critical ones. This saves firms both time and money while reducing human error.
That's powerful. And I imagine AI is also helping with contract analysis.
Yes, contract analysis is a huge area. AI tools can review contracts, flag risky clauses, suggest modifications, and even compare terms against industry benchmarks. Imagine a law firm negotiating a merger. Instead of manually reviewing hundreds of contracts, AI can automatically identify unusual terms or obligations that could pose risks.
That's like having a digital assistant lawyer who never gets tired.
Exactly. And what's impressive is that these systems keep learning. The more contracts they process, the smarter they become at spotting issues.
Now let's move into something even more futuristic, predictive analytics. How is AI helping lawyers actually forecast case outcomes?
This is where things get really exciting. Predictive analytics use AI to analyze historical case data, judge rulings, jurisdiction trends, and even opposing counsel strategies. With that information, it can forecast the probability of winning a case or the likely settlement amount. This doesn't replace human judgment, but it gives lawyers a data-driven advantage in strategizing.
So instead of relying only on gut feeling or experience, lawyers can now bring hard numbers into the equation?
Exactly. Think of it this way. A law firm considering whether to settle or proceed to trial can use predictive models to assess their odds. It's not about replacing lawyers' instincts. It's about complementing them with data.
That must be a game changer for clients as well, since they get more transparency and realistic expectations.
Absolutely. Clients love it because they get to see probabilities rather than vague assurances. It builds trust and improves decision-making.
But Richard, doesn't this raise concerns? For example, what if AI predictions introduce bias, since they're based on historical data?
That's a critical point. AI systems are only as good as the data they're trained on. If historical rulings show bias, AI can unintentionally replicate it. That's why transparency and ethical oversight are so important. Many firms are now adopting AI systems that allow human lawyers to understand why a certain prediction was made. That explainability is key to avoiding blind trust in the machine. So, it's not about handing decisions over to AI, but using it as an informed partner. Exactly. Think of AI as augmenting, not replacing human expertise.
Now, let's touch on another critical area, compliance. How is AI helping firms and businesses stay compliant in a fast-changing regulatory environment?
Compliance is massive. Regulations keep changing across industries. Finance, healthcare, data privacy, and keeping up manually is impossible. AI tools can monitor updates to laws, flag compliance risks, and even generate reports for audits. For instance, in GDPR compliance, AI systems can scan how a company handles customer data and highlight areas where they may fall short.
That saves countless hours for compliance teams.
Exactly, and it reduces the risk of expensive fines.
Let's switch gears to startups. Suppose a startup founder is listening and thinking, how can I use AI legal tech without spending a
Great question. Startups don't always need enterprise-level platforms right away. There are affordable, even subscription-based AI tools for contract management, basic compliance, and document automation. And here's where companies like DevTechnosis come into play. They specialize in building custom AI solutions. So a startup could invest in a tailored platform that grows with them, rather than paying for features they'll never use.
That's a solid point. Many businesses think legal tech is only for big law firms, but the reality is, AI can make smaller firms and startups more competitive too.
Absolutely. AI levels the playing field. A small legal team with smart AI tools can handle workloads that previously required dozens of associates.
Before we wrap up, Richard, what do you see as the future of AI in legal tech?
I think we're moving towards full life cycle automation. Imagine an AI system that can draft a contract, negotiate terms with another AI system, ensure compliance, predict potential disputes, and manage litigation, all integrated. We're not quite there yet, but the building blocks are already in place. Another big trend will be AI-powered legal chatbots that provide basic legal advice to people who can't afford lawyers, improving access to justice.
That's incredible. It's almost like democratizing law.
Exactly. The law should serve everyone, and AI has the potential to make that possible.
Richard, this has been an eye-opening conversation. Thank you for sharing your insights.
My pleasure, Yash. Always happy to discuss the future of legal tech.
And to our listeners, if you're considering integrating AI into your legal or business operations, make sure to explore solutions tailored to your needs. Companies like DevTechnosis are at the forefront of delivering innovative, secure, and custom AI applications. Until next time, this is Yesh, reminding you that the future of law is not just in the courtroom, but also in the code.